Alright, and we are live. Welcome everyone. Hey Bailey, what's up? Welcome. Bro, let me just throw you points. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, welcome everyone. On a bit late tonight, but want to do one last stream on the Gamigo servers, you know. Say our goodbyes to Hieronimus. Hey Princess, what's up? Welcome. Hey Monty, what's up? Welcome. It's good to see you all again. I miss streaming so much. I don't know, because I keep on like the off days where we're just not on, which sucks, but you know, at least I get videos and stuff out, but it's nice to actually just sit down and hang out with some of you. But yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Arcade is being taken over by Cacao Games, and the Gamigo servers shut down on the 1st. So I honestly don't know if there's gonna be anyone on to like say goodbye to the servers on the 1st. But I figured we'd do our goodbyes because my last stream of the week is usually on a Sunday, so I figured we'd do it today. Walk around, just hang out, talk, see how everyone is. But yeah, how you doing by the way, Monty? Princess, we all doing good? I feel like it's been a little while. I've thought about what I want to do today where we walk around, but I'm not like 100%. Hey Donna, Lex, I just hope the server will be better on Cacao Games. I think it will. I think we'll see improvements, because I think Cacao Games is going to bring more funding to the game. And, you know, if they're going to have that monthly subscription, they better step it up. So, we'll see. I'm good, you good, so cute. Thanks, Monty. You good as well, Princess, good stuff. Good to hear. But, yeah, I don't know, how many of you are actually going to keep playing that do play Arkish? Because I did take a poll to see how many people were going to continue playing the game, how many people weren't, and if it's like a pretty even split on people playing and not playing. Here we are. You can't help it. Fair enough, Monty. Hey Lizbel, welcome. Hey bro, new at the stream, so you video talking about the stuff coming. Oh, very cool. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, there is a lot coming. So it's good to see that we're gonna have a bunch of content come December. It's all kind of been built up because we were kind of expecting the dancer class or the spell dance skill set a lot earlier on in the year, but because of the publisher takeover, it got pushed back all to December. So we've got that, and then some point in 2022 we're getting guild PvP battlegrounds and guild PvE dungeons, and then there's also going to be the Savannah. I think it's going to be called the Savannah. I don't know what the zone's actually going to be called, but it's a Savannah looking thing. It looks like there's going to be some ancient temple there or something. And there's going to be there was something about a divine beast battle in that zone. So we don't have a lot of details on that yet, but we'll probably see more next year, I imagine. It's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, I actually, you know what? I don't even have game sound turned on because I always play without game sound unless I'm recording. Hold on, let me go ahead and we will put the game sound on. Alright, you're back. Welcome back, Belly. But yeah, I think today we're just gonna walk around, talk about the future of Arcade. I'm kind of curious what people want to see in the future, like changes people want to see to the game, stuff they want to see added. And I've got my ideas of stuff. I'd like to honestly see them appeal to a wider base of players, because I don't think the PvP crowd likes, or the hardcore PvP crowd likes when you appeal to the wider base, but I think it's what you need to do if you want the game to be more successful. I would like to see I'd like to see trade packs, you know, be a thing that I even want to do. Well, not want to do, but feel the need to do again, because, you know, I've not done a trade pack in so long. So it'd be nice for them to be an actual thing again. I'm surprised everyone still seems to have their housing down here. I guess most people are prepared. Oh, we got some spaces here. You guys think you can open a second game client? So I've heard that on the Cacao game servers you can open 3 clients at once on Unchained. I don't know if that was I don't know if that was a mistake, but I'm sure I read that somewhere. So while you're gonna have to pay for multiple accounts with a monthly subscription, you're gonna be able to open 3 at once, which is interesting. I'm honestly, like, I only have the 1 account, really. I've got, like, a second that a friend has. So I've only really paid for 1 account, and I'm only going to continue to pay for 1 if I do continue in 6 months' time. Because I really want to see what they do with the game in 6 months. I feel like the changes are going to be positive. I feel like they're going to do good stuff with the game. But I really hope they can do enough, you know? That's where I'm at. You know what? Let's go to Marianople, because, what I discovered in Marianople is they have giant Yattas and green men dancing, which I think I put in the Future of Arcade video. Like, I came on just to, like, because I wanted to get some just B-roll shots of an empty Marianople, and then I saw that and I was like, well, that's going in the video. You got 4 accounts, all bought the expansion plus normal game. Free time and coin pass farming. Yeah, so you're gonna have like 6 months on all those accounts if you have all the expansions. I think you do get 6 months, so you get until I think end of April, and then you get to decide whether you want to continue. Which is, it's nice that we get that time, and I'm really gonna be just keeping an eye on everything going on in the game during that time. Oh, there's actually someone online. Wow. You look at that. They're a 5k. I don't know if they're a new player or just an alt. That's the weird thing in arcade where you always assume, is that an alt? I think that mindset especially comes from like Legacy, where everyone just had so many accounts. Wait, are they gone? Hold on. Guys, I swear there were giant dancing Yattas and green men here. I'm not crazy. They were in the video. Okay, there's visual proof that they were there. I actually have them in the thumbnail. The arcade is coming in April. No, so December 2nd is when the Cacao Games servers launch. And then at the end of April is when everyone's free time will be running out. So existing players, if they've bought all the expansions, get a free 6 months. And I think the time is from December 2nd to like April 28th or something, to the free time. Although you can, I think the way you redeem the free time is you have to go to their web store and then you click to redeem the time. So you can kind of hold off on using it all at once, I think. But yeah, hold on. Let me pull up the video. I've got footage of this. There were actual just giant green men, and hold on. It'll be in my video files somewhere. What? No, it was under. Where is it? Where is it? Future Arcade. I'm gonna hair myself when I open this, aren't I? Hold on. It's fine. Alright, so this is probably gonna be the last time. Yeah, I can hair myself. Stop. Stop. Ah. It was this video, right? Hold on. One thing I never liked about Arcade was land rush days. Otherwise you would have to make your farm at the worst spot. Yeah, it's land rushes can be rough. I don't know what a good way to do housing in a MMO is. I don't know if anywhere has a really good system for it where you have the housing in the open world. I'm trying to think. I think Star Wars Galaxies did it. And I don't remember how Star Wars Galaxies did it. I remember it being laggy, but that might have just been because the rig that it was played on was not great. Yeah, hold on. This is it. Okay, so Look, these were all here when I last logged on, so I don't know. I think a GM must have put them down and then got rid of them at some points, but they were there. I was honestly expecting to see them. Alright. Just wanted to show that off for people I hadn't seen. Let me get my my playlist going again as well. But yeah, gonna be interesting. Have you claimed your dragon mount on Glyph? Oh? Is there a... Hold on. I actually haven't claimed my dragon mount on Glyph. Wait, Nido, where... Do I just go to... Is that... Oh, they gave off 3 dragons while waiting for the merge. Oh, okay. Thank you so... Hold on. I'm gonna go to that now. Like, are they hero dragons? What kind of dragons are we talking? Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna log in right now. If I can get a dragon, I am getting a dragon. And we're just gonna fly around on a dragon while we talk about the game. Black, red, and green. Okay. Sign in. You have to level it a tiny bit though. We can do that. That's fine. Okay, yeah, the end game ones. I see. I just blanked on my password. I don't know why. I type this in like every day. Hope that's the right... Okay, that is the right one. So they got the Dragon Pack and the Tier 2 World Boss Armor Crate. A 10. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab that. Send that to Zan. There we go. Okay. So I should grab it now. Thank you for letting me know about that. I actually had no idea. I'd only hopped on like the one time after the 18th came around, just to like get a bit of B-roll footage for a video. I guess they didn't really announce it anywhere unless I just missed some. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the merge and Cacao Games taking over? Oh, I need to get my mail. You're playing for the first time, East on Fresh Start, but you can't decide between melee or mage. Ooh. I think mage is better if you want to be able to solo the PvE content faster. Because I think at a lower gear score you can get through a lot of the PvE content faster. So you can get more gold. I feel like melee struggle a bit more with the very early on with the PvE content. Or at least the stuff like graters. Iron melee though, raids, etc. Yeah, I mean, it is really up to you. It's like one of those things. Oh, okay. Red dragon or black dragon? I'm getting on the black dragon. Oh, look, getting those achievements. Archers still being the worst for PvP. I feel like our archers get it real bad. They always feel like they don't do enough damage. Alright. Get my Dragon Rider title. Oh, there it is. Oh, it is too low level to equip though. Early on they are strong, but they get fast out damaged. Yeah. It's, I still feel like they're kind of weak. Like, I don't know. I've never really gone into playing an archer. I feel like they can be fun. I used to play a hunter in WoW. And I used to enjoy playing, like, ranged characters where I could sort of just kite people around. But ever since I started playing Arcade, I've always been melee. And I've never really looked back. I think, what did I first play in Arcade? I think I first jumped in as like a Shadow Blade or a Dark Runner, and I've like stuck with that since. Like all these years. Can't kill tanks and get deleted by mages and DPS. Yeah. Like, you can get all of them, but I chose Black Tower, but I wondered how to keep it alive. Red Dragon Spines, super rare, buy on the market, super expensive. Yeah, I mean... The auction's not available anymore, is that right? Market, everything's down. Yeah. I don't think you can use the auction anymore, right? No. Yeah, I need to level this up, don't I? Alright. Let's go on over to Diamond Shores. Oh, wait, hold on. Hey. I didn't realize you were in-game. Let me, I'll invite you to a party. Hey, Kelvin, what's up? Welcome, welcome. We're just doing, one last stream on the Gamigo servers. You know, say our goodbyes to Hieronimus. Hey Kazbig, welcome, welcome. Finally. An English speaker that's streaming. Yeah, I've not streamed Dark Age in a while, but again, I don't think a lot of people are streaming. Are a lot of people streaming Dark Age right now? I feel like ever since the 18th, I imagine not a lot of people have been online. You know how hard it is to talk to a Russian streamer? When you don't talk Russian, probably pretty hard. I can imagine. That everyone's just Russian. You left Marmus and did not look back. I mean, that's fair enough. I know you're playing a lot of Elion now, right, Calvin? I still need to play more Elion. I am playing it very casually. But, yeah, I don't know what have I been playing? It has been Elion, but I've been jumping back and forth doing other stuff. Like, there's other MMOs I want to play as well. I'm gonna try and run to you, but you're level 11. Okay, hold on, I'll pick you up. Where are you? I could just port over to you. I'm coming on over. Hey, Sinister. How do you feel of the model going from pay to play to sub and the in-game shop being only cosmetic? So I'm a big fan of it going only cosmetic. My worry is the game going pay to play to subscription might be too late. I think it would have been completely fine if Unchained started off as a subscription model game. It's a little worrying that it's going there now, and I'm curious to see how many players drop off. Because I know there's people who aren't going to play anymore. There are some people that just, again, because of their country or living situation, can't really afford to play and pay a monthly subscription. But I do think Cacao Games are going to bring positive changes overall to the game, and I think it would be wise, business-wise, to actually appeal to the long-term players. Yeah, Leon. I hope the 5th Fresh Start lasts for at least 4 months, or until Elden Ring releases. I am looking forward to Elden Ring as well. I do want to get in on that. I don't know if it'll last 4 months, I'm not gonna lie. Fresh Starts always seem to die down after the first couple of months, because you have like a crowd of people that play Arcade just for the Fresh Starts I've found, and then just dip out. But we'll see. It's finally going to be the game we always wanted. Yeah, that's what I really like. That's what I really want to see. And I think Kakao Games is going to bring more money to the game, and probably they'll be more developed. Hopefully we'll get more content overall. I don't know. But I think we can trust that they're going to try to make it the game that everyone first wanted. And they're going to try and stick to that promise to build trust. Well, we'll go from there, we'll see. BRB refreshing my martini. Alright, no worries. It's like, I'll come play Arcade Unchained some, but Elion is life now. I mean, that's fair enough, Colin. If you found your new home in Elion. I think one of the servers are really good, and West is not. The Hard Blob Nation, it lives longer. We'll see. So, the arcade servers, they're not down, but since the 18th, nothing has been saved on the servers, and it's not going to be saved until it switches over to the Kakao Games servers on the 2nd of December. So no one's playing at the moment, which is why it's kind of empty. But it limits the pay-to-win aspect of arcade, that's straight away. Yeah, which I really like. I just, again, the thing I'm nervous about is it came a bit late, and I think it surprised a lot of people when it came around. So that's why I'm worried a bit and a bit hesitant about it. I don't know. I need to see what the numbers look like in the end. Let's go level your dragon. True. Let's go level the dragon. You gonna be okay coming to Diamond Shores with me? Hold on. Diamond Shores. Maybe. Okay. Get a portal going. Every Discord and all my old guilds are going east this time. He's gonna have so many people and players like usual. I've always played west. I've never played east. And the whole time I've played arcade. I'm not a cat boy. It's not for me. You've always gone west though. I'm staying west. West side. West for life. West best. I go to play too first time. East never did it. Fair enough. But I don't know how they're gonna fix multi-box and they need to get rid of labor system and make it it's way huge. It looks like they're gonna allow people to multi-box. Like, because that was a thing that was disabled in Unchained. Or you weren't, like, supposed to be able to do it. But, yeah. They've changed... They're making some changes to the Patron system. And I believe there's going to be something where you can get an extra 2,000... So there's going to be an Arch... A 30-day Arch Light or something thing that you get from the Premium Arch Pass. Or it might be Mana Storm crystals that gives you an extra 2,000 online and offline labor. So you can get even more. Kakao Games won't use Glyph. There's going to be another launcher for Arcade when Kakao Games brings it around. I don't know when that'll be. I feel like we should have already had some sort of launcher ready for people to download. I think we may see it next week. I'm hoping like next Monday, Tuesday. Some points then they're gonna release the launcher for people to start pre-downloading the game. But we'll see. Yeah, there are ways, but it was disabled. But again, Kakao Games, I think, are freely just letting at least 3 accounts at once. Hold on, let's hop on down here. Okay. We'll get you some levels here as well. Just gotta be a little careful so you don't die. Yeah, game releases in less than a week and no new client, no updates, information. Yeah, I will say, I think the transfer and everything has been very sudden. And a lot of the information and stuff came out a bit too late. Like, some of the guild changes and stuff are probably stuff we should have heard about beforehand. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Okay. Let me get my dragon out. I don't know why I'm rolling on any of this. I don't need to roll on anything. I'm happy when they just let us let 2 accounts at once. You don't like, but you need to use it. Yeah, I mean, I've mostly used the one the whole time that I've played. But if you really want to be super competitive, you do need to have multiple accounts. Hold on, where did Oh, okay. I lost track of you for a moment and I was looking around. You were just hidden underneath the dragon's wings. But yeah, I wish there was a reality where you didn't need ults for Arcade and it wasn't a big thing. Yeah, staying out of trouble. 2 accounts will increase their profits, but single person account players have to use their labor sparsely. Yeah. Oh, the big fortress is up as well. Yeah, you've always had to be, like, kind of careful. Because I play pretty casually, or I've like, I'm not, like, super hardcore. I've got, like, so much labor left over that I can always pull from, so it's never really too big of an issue for me, but I've been playing a long time. I've been playing since the launch of Unchained. For newer players, that's not a thing they can do. How's my Black Dragon looking? So I can fly at level 10. Flying speed at 20. I've not even looked at like the abilities on the dragons because I've never ridden on a dragon. CM from the official Discord saying you'll get more labor than normal now, but how much will be good to know. So I mean, judging off the like 30-day thing that I know, it's gonna be at least 2,000 online, 2,000 offline extra, so you'll get 7,000 online, 7,000 offline. But that's from an item, so I don't know if the Patreon changes they're making, or not Patreon, Patreon changes they're making are gonna like increase it even more. I don't know, we'll see. I don't think it's worth the pain of being a real tryhard for months at any game, really. No, I can't do it because I burn out way too easily if I go too ham on a game. One of the big things that has allowed me to play so much Arcade is making videos on it at the same time. I don't know, that's like an extra element to the game for me in a weird way. It's... I don't know how to explain it, but it's like an extra, like, you know, you get achievements or something in the game or some other activity to do. It's like something else on top that I enjoy doing. That's the most fun on this game. Tryharding. I mean, it's gonna depend on the person. Some people like to grind and try hard. Some people, you know, not so much. And I think you need to appeal to both sets of people if you want the game to be successful. Also, I can fly now on this, can't I? How does flight work? So we can fly around like that, and then by holding back, do I fly up more? Okay, I see. You guys missed the weeklies? I feel like I've not done dailies or weeklies in Arcade in a while. How was Soothsayer on Fresh Start? I've not really thought too much because I don't really play any healing type classes. I feel like Soothsayer would be okay. Confessor, Assassin, I don't know. I don't know what's super popular among healers at the moment. So I can just keep pulling back and we can keep flying up. Yeah, I feel like Confessor is what the majority of people play. been having issues finding content, healer content to learn from. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that do it. I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot of Arcage content creators, I don't think. Arcage is in a weird spot on the internet where there's still like PvP montages for Arcage. Like, it's like very 2012, or like very, you know, early on in YouTube, where everyone used to do montages for PvP and stuff. And Arcage just kept doing that. Like, it's an interesting thing to see. I love that we can just fly around. Yeah, it is really fun. I mean, you can't get decent gear by being patient and still have fun. Yeah, that is entirely true. Like, again, my gear's decent, and I've taken my time. Yeah, 1.25 speed montage with really terrible music. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty popular among people in Arcage, though. I've noticed, like, people who post that, those videos get a lot of views. I don't know. It was one thing I noticed. It was just like, Arcage is like a time capsule. That's the way to describe it. It's like everything from early 2012, around that era of the internet, is what Arcage seems to be, and that's where it's like stuck when it comes to videos and even like the way people interact in game, because it has that like old WoW community feel as well. You know, the Baron's chat feel. Sometimes. We just hope Kakao is going in the right direction with this game. Then we can be giga hyped for Arcage 2. Yeah, that's what we really need to look for. Like, if we can, like, really trust them with, everything they do at Unchained over the next 6 months, or, well, until Arcage 2 comes out, then we can probably be pretty hyped to see what's going to come from Arcage 2. And I don't know, I feel like, again, Arcage is one of those games I will always say is full of so much potential, but it's never, like, been fully realized. And one day, hopefully we'll get there, and hopefully Arcage 2 will do that. I could level this up to, like, fly even faster. There's a Dragon Roar. Yeah, hold on, I'm coming down. I'm going back down. We're gonna get the speed boost. Trino. So I read that as Trino instead of Tryon. That's an old meme. Good old Trino. Trino and Skimigo. I mean, it just comes down to like the publishers and like the people at the top always mess with it, and hopefully Kakao Games are like gonna try and approach it properly. Because Gamigo, like, there was some people who worked for Gamigo who seemed really cool, but at the same time it seemed like the people at the very top of Gamigo didn't want many people working on the game. It felt like Unchained had like a skeleton crew of people working on it, and that's why we never really got a lot of funding or a lot put into the game. You need to start an NA tune on Arcage 2. Hey, you know what, Arcage 2, I will make an NA tune. You know? I'll have like one on each. It'll be... honestly, I'd love to see Arcage 2 like blow up and a ton of people playing and just be a really fun time. But we'll have to see. We still gotta wait a while for that, okay. Like, Ashes of Creation might come out before Arcage 2. Yeah, let's team up. It would be really fun to get like a big group of people together for Arcage 2. The thing is, I've never, like... I led a guild in Legacy Arcage, but ever since then, I've not really... I found myself, like, being put in charge of stuff, but I never really like leading. I don't know. I think it's because I prioritize doing stuff like streaming, making videos, and just hanging out and stuff. It's, like, so much effort to lead, especially in Arcage. From Jeremy to play on NA, no thanks, I can't live with this pink. Yeah, no, my main will probably be EU on Arch2, but I will like make an NA turn to like pop in and just like hang out with people if there's enough people. I don't think we have like a date on when Arch2 is coming out, so we can't really say for sure. 2025 seems... I feel like it'll probably get it out earlier than that. Because I think they're gonna wanna strike during the golden age, you know? And it feels like MMOs are getting back to that golden age. So, I mean, hopefully we see some stuff from it in 2022, 2023. And then maybe it comes out in 2024. Something like that. Or earlier. But I don't know. How's my Black Dragon doing? It's only level 13.
Out of view.
You know, I could have went somewhere else than this. Because the dragon's leveling up way too slow. The problem is the fortress is here, so everything's so spread out. Need to go to Aegis. True, we can go to Aegis. Aegis. Go to the camp. It doesn't really matter where I go. Oh, yeah, hold on. I do have curious tokens. I didn't even think about that. Thanks, Nido. Hold on. Hold on. I've just got so much junk in this inventory. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to need these coin passes. I completely forgot about the pet tokens. Where are they? There we are. Grove stones. There we go. Okay. I completely forgot about those. Alright, now we're flying. Why aren't you saving those for a battle clipper? It's all good. I don't... None of this is being saved anyway. I don't need to worry about it. I can do whatever I want. I can't just shift right click this, can I? I think I've got more tokens as well. I'm sure I had more. I don't know if I spent them on something. Okay, I mean, that's more than enough levels anyway. Let's hop on. And, where should we fly to? Increase the speed. I'm gonna hit the bridge. I knew I wasn't squeezing through the middle of that. Everywhere. We can just fly everywhere at this point. Which is great. But yeah, I've a few people have asked me for like a fresh start guide video or something. Throwing something together for the fresh starts for like beginners. And I don't know, I might do like a beginner's guide thing before that like the fresh start comes around or something. We'll see. I had Sen was mentioning it to me. So I'll like maybe think about doing that. I just feel like I don't know, I don't feel like I've gotten too great. Or my advice is too great on that. It's just like, hey, here's what you can do to earn some gold early. Do your green quests to level up fast. Race through and try and get ahead of the curve. And then have fun when Halcyona comes around. What day is that? It's Sunday, isn't it? I forgot what time the Leviathan and stuff is up. Just fly over the sea at this point. also got the Dragon Roar. Very nice. But yeah, I don't know, there's something, I don't know, I'm looking forward to the cow game servers. There's something sad about, you know, seeing it all go. But we'll get another land rush on December 11th, which means maybe I'll finally get that mansion down. This is so cool. This is very cool. It's a lot of fun. I've always wanted that dragon. I've always wanted a dragon as well. So getting a chance to actually fly on one is great. It's just you know, getting a dragon is incredibly rare. So not an opportunity that comes around often. So I'm probably not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna make use of this dragon, get some B-roll footage with it. Oh, yeah, I gotta do something with this dragon while I've got it. I'm trying to think of really dumb things I could do with the dragon. Like, where could I fly to that you could never really reach otherwise? Like, on top of the library. You can get there without a dragon. Let's do it. Anything. Trying to think of somewhere really tall. I actually can't think of anywhere you can't reach. What class are you guys playing on Fresh Start if you play there? I may play on it very briefly, but I can't see myself sticking to the Fresh Start. I'll be honest, I'm just not someone that likes starting from zero. Like, I don't mind doing it if it's been like years since I played the game, but while I'm playing, I want to just keep hold of my character. Marinople, there are some really tall buildings there. That's true. I mean, I feel like I've gotten on every building in Marinople, just gliding around before. But we could head over there. It's a long flight. It's a real long flight. But yeah, if I play, I might even play a mage, honestly. If I go on the Fresh Start. Who knows, maybe I'll play Gunslinger. Probably play a Darkrunner or something like that. Yeah, Darkrunner is what I just always default to. But I want to, if I'm going to play Fresh Start, I'd probably want to try and play something different. Gunslinger's so OP. They've got like a, it's the Ancestral where you can like insta-cast, but you can get like a bunch of damage in with. Oh, what the? Did I hit the, I must have hit, like, the pipe barrier. That's fine, we'll just fly close to the water, I guess. But yeah, I may play a Gunslinger type class, or I may play... Oh, it lasts for a minute. Okay, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Just like a... Well, I don't think gliders... Do gliders last that longer, or is it shorter? I think it might be shorter. Just completely forgot about flight time. Oh, and you can instantly recast it while falling to stop. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Nido. Appreciate it. You like both sides of the fishing game and wants to check out the Super Surfer Water PvP. Maybe that's dumb, but I don't know. I mean, again, it's up to you what way you play the game. I'm hearing they're going to try and do a lot more ocean content come 2022. So they're going to try and throw a lot more in the sea. And I think ghost ships are going to... I think ghost ships are getting some changes. I never properly read into those, though. Hey, Tix, what's up? Welcome, welcome. We're just flying around. Enjoying the dragon while we've got it. I guess we can just head back for Marinople. Just such a long flight. What's the move speed of the dragon? Oh, hold on. still too low to equip. Because it's level 45. It is massive. It is a big boy. But yeah, they're all on the glyph, store or the glyph library. When you hop on your account page, you can just get one for free right now. Hey T, what's up? Welcome, welcome. What's the best PvE class? Early on, honestly, any mage is probably the best. Especially for dungeons, because you can just drop a meteor on the boss and you like half health it immediately. And then you can kite it around the room if you need to. I think... What do I play on? I think I've got like a Spell Slinger and a... What's the other class that I play? I like Spell Slinger. Is it... What's the one I play? I can't remember. But yeah, like Sorcery, Songcraft, and Oromancy. Is it Oromancy I take on one of them? Yeah, I think it's Sorcery, Songcraft, Oromancy I take. Just for like mobility and speeding through dungeons. I've got the... That's what I've got on my alts. I think one of them has Shadow Play as well. So I've got it like mixed up, but it yeah, it helps with getting through dungeons really fast. Arcanist is a true mage. Yeah, a lot of people play Arcanist though. Just for like running dungeons, I like the speed you can get from that. It just it makes PvE content less of a chore. Alright, we're like halfway across the ocean now. You love this? Yeah, it is great. I mean, are you able to get your own dragon as well, actually? You just have like an army of dragons flying over. That'd be really cool, just to get a bunch of people on dragons flying over the ocean. Good time to farm sunken chests. Yeah, if only they saved. If only they saved progress. Oh, you did? Have you got one right now then? Alright, my flight's about to drop as well. Just gotta get ready to fly again. There we go. Alright, we're good. Yeah, we're gonna just fly into Marianople like Deathwing. No, not new claim now will carry over to the cacao accounts from the 18th of November and until the 2nd of December. None is being saved. So yeah, until the 2nd, anything you do on the server doesn't really matter, which is why I don't think anyone is playing right now. I remember someone said, I think I got a comment on a video and someone was like, I checked the game and no one's playing right now, and so I'm not going to play the game. But I don't think they realized that since the 18th no one has been playing because the servers are effectively dead at the moment. And then again, I think when the 2nd comes around, I do think we're going to see an initial surge in players. Because again, you're going to have those fresh start people coming in. I do think you're going to see some like mid-tier or bigger streamers getting paid to play for the day maybe as well. I think you might already be seeing that as well. You may see a few hyping it up beforehand. Because I did see someone mentioned people from OTV we're promoting the game on social media, which made a lot of sense because they're a super brand friendly group. We should do one last fishing raid. You know what? I don't think I've done any fishing in Unchained really, which is kind of sad. I don't know why I've just not. Yeah, I've only got like barely anything in fishing. I've just never really done it. There were the big fishing raids very early on where people were getting the achievements for the fishing boats, and I just never did it. I don't know why. I should have. I don't know. I've always avoided groups. But early on they had some launch rooms where they didn't stick around after the events. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it's going to go. What they want to do is have some players that are like, oh, okay, this is kind of interesting. And about like 10% of that audience will maybe be like, oh, this looks interesting and play. And then 10% of the people that play will probably stick around. And that's like the way it works. I didn't actually see who they got for Elion to stream. Because I don't really pay that much attention to the categories or even who really makes videos for games. I feel like I just stick to my own bubble, or I always have. I'm not gonna be good flying over there, am I? Monty! Oh my. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, Monty. I really appreciate it. I just realized the game is super loud. Hold on, let me turn it down.
A tier 1 sub to HME boost.
Let me just turn it down for you. But yeah, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Oh! I flew into the zone, didn't I? Oh no!
Montereo gifted a tier 1 sub to just one N1020.
Thanks, Monty. I really appreciate it. Rip Dragon. It's okay. The dragon will be okay, guys. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, there you go. Justin, Kim, Bailey, Bunny, and HM.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Unhappy Bunny.
That's super cool, Monty. I really appreciate it. Has my game crashed? Oh no, we're back. Oh, we're back at Diamond Shores. I knew this was coming. I was kind of hoping it would just throw us on Noya somewhere, but that's fine. Oof. Alright, listen guys, we're real quick guys, we'll just port to my house guys, okay? We'll just pretend I flew there. It's fine, don't worry about it. No one saw that part, okay? We safely landed at my house. But you know, thank you again, Monty. Really appreciate it. It's super cool. Yeah, we'll just wait till we load in here and then we'll fly to Marianople from here, because yeah, it's fine. You know, we flew here, we landed, there was no issue. We didn't fly into a zone that you're not supposed to. It's all good. Yeah, we'll get to have one last look at my house as well. This old shack. Whenever it loads in. I think it's loading a little. I think I've got my game settings a lot higher than I usually do. I usually have it set to like a low on everything. But yeah, the old shack. Okay, we're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna upgrade to a mansion. Next land rush, guys, okay? Wee little baby house. Yeah, I never managed to upgrade from this. I'll get my mansion next time, guys, okay? I've got it in my inventory somewhere. I've got it ready. And one day it will go down. There it is. One day it'll go down and then I'll upgrade it. I say that, there's gonna be people with guild mansions everywhere. That's what's gonna happen. How did you enable follower modes? So it's a beta thing that I got invited to. It was just a random thing they threw out to people. So you guys now have some beta emotes. Oh, beta emotes. You guys have some now follower emotes if you're not subbed to the channel and you're just following. You can use emotes still, which is super cool. So I think, what have I got as follower emotes? I've got the bonk, the salute, pizza time, and the espresso. I think there's one more I can make as well. Maybe I need a beta emote. for all the betas that aren't subbed. Yeah, I made that bonk emote specifically for like one person who needed a bonk emote. Okay, we'll just say that. I was gonna make a fifth emote. I was gonna just do like a rage emote maybe, but we could do a beta emote. We could do that, I guess. But yeah, this is... I'm gonna need to get Angel's Drawing back up there as well. I want to have like an art wall, you know, in the mansion that I'm gonna have on the next server, guys. Let me get on the dragon. Hold on. There we go. Fedora hat emotes. So will that be the beta one? It's gotta be tipping the fedora. The mansions do anything cool? No, they're just big and look cool. The guild mansions actually have a few things in them which are kind of cool. I think they have like teleporters where you can move between the different guild manors, and there's vendors in there. Oh look, there's Crab Boy. Good old Crab. You know what? Let's kill him for old time's sake. One last time, you know. I just dragon roar him. Oh no, it just knocks him away. If I do anything that does damage. Yeah, one last, there we go. One last time. Killed him too fast to even get the Gilder Star. Good times. I mean, you of course. Yeah, I just Tiger Strike in. I remember, I think I have to like switch to another weapon if I want to get the Gilder Star on that guy, otherwise he dies too fast to get the quest. But yeah, well, a fedora hat, I'm out tipping the fedora. It's like that'll be the beta remote. Reddit ruined fedoras. They were cool at one point in time. One point in time before the internet came along. Long time ago. When Indiana Jones and gangsters and all that stuff. But yeah, the mansion I just purely want because it'll look cool. Even though this game is sold, it still looks better than Elion. I mean, Elion doesn't look that bad. It's not that graphically intense. It's not great, but it doesn't look too bad. I guess I don't mind because I usually play everything on lower graphics anyway. So it never really affects me that much. Because I play on a potato of a PC. But, Elion, I feel like Elion doesn't run great for some reason. I don't know what it is. I feel like it should run a lot better than it does. Considering the way it looks, it feels like the optimization isn't great. But I don't know. I don't know if anyone else has had that experience. I still want to get more into Elion. I just, I don't know, I feel like... there isn't as much to do in Elion. I don't know if I've just not delved deep enough into the game.
I never asked for this.
Oh. That's Hedgio. Alright, 10 minutes on the aviators. Have these got dust on them? Have I brushed these off? Yeah, you know what? If I get dust in my eyes, it's Hedgio's fault, guys. Okay? There we go. Welcome, Hedgio. 10 minutes on the aviators. We're back. Yeah, we're just flying around. So, love fedora hats. Wait, what do you mean love fedora hats? I'm just saying they were cool on, you know, Gangsters and Indiana Jones, and the internet ruined it. You called it a night, and good night. It was nice to see you again. Yeah, it was nice to see you again as well, Princess. Really appreciate you stopping on by. Hopefully I'll catch you again soon. Oh, I need to fly further up. To be fair, I also just love wearing sunglasses and trench coats. I don't own a trench coat. I feel like there was a point in time where I may have bought a trench coat just because The Matrix, one of my favorite films, Deus Ex games, love those. There was probably a point in time where I could have bought a trench coat in some timeline. I could have been that guy. I was the guy that walked around wearing sunglasses all the time. There are pictures of that. Oh, Tix likes fedora hats, I think. You know what? There's nothing wrong with fedoras, okay? Let's not fedora shame anyone. Alright, we're almost at Marianople now. We're looping around. I'm gonna... But like, that's the tallest building in Marianople. Not like this. Now, I just wish I could swoop on in and then just, like, destroy half of Marianople with a dragon, you know? I think that's what ArcH2 needs. Though I think with ArcH2, they're gonna do, like, a... It's gonna be like a parallel universe. It's not gonna be the same... It's not gonna be the same universe, and it's not gonna have... The characters are gonna be slightly different and stuff. Oh, hold on. Quick save. Is there another flying mount? In Arcade, there's just the dragons that you can fly on, and there's different colored dragons. No, because you're in England. Wait, what are we saying? No, because you're in England too? Ooh. One above us, yeah, this one. Look, I don't think you can stand up there. Unless there's no... Unless you clip through the roof on this. Oh, fedoras. Well, you say that. There was once upon a time where we went into a hat shop. And I almost bought a hat. Just for the memes. It was way too big though. It just, I don't know, didn't... But there was a time. We wore fedora in high school. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Let's normalize fedoras again, guys, okay? They're coming back. You wanted to see that pic? Fedoras require a neck beard to achieve the full effect. I mean, I can grow the beard out, okay? I can do it. I play MMOs, so I'm already halfway there. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're falling. We're falling. This is bad. Okay. Yeah, I need to be careful the way we come up. Lies? Hey, no, I could grow this out. I always end up shaving it when it gets to a certain length. I actually just default back to no beard and let it grow out again. I don't like properly groom it or anything. I've never really tried to. You always positive you still have the fedora in your trunk. Oh. Again, let's bring them back, okay? Nothing wrong with fedoras. Let's start a trend. Hey Shin, what's up? Welcome, welcome. They've not changed servers yet. They change on the 2nd. This is just one last stream on the Gamigo servers. Saying goodbye to Hieronimus. They should bring back top hats. Top hats would be great. I always I don't know. Top hats I always think of Total Biscuit now when I think of top hats. You know, I feel like I could never wear a top hat, you know? Oh, hold on. Hedgio's online as well. Hedgio, are you here as well? Wonder if he's also in Marianople. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna try and get even higher before I try and land on this, because I feel like we're just gonna end up slipping down the side regardless. Carpet texture on the tiles. You know, it's fancy, okay? Oh! Cheetah, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully there'll be none of those in Unchained when the cacao servers go live. But who knows? We'll see. Alright, we're gonna loop around, okay? We're gonna get straight shot at this. Okay, Hedgio did not respond to the party invite. Alright, let's see. Will I just slam right into this and fall to our death? We're just gonna slide. Oh, no, we're up. There we go. Oh no, top hat would make you think of Scrooge. Welcome, welcome. When do the cacao servers go up? As of Ferian, they go up on the 2nd of December, so until the 2nd, nothing's being saved right now. So we're just, you know, saying one final goodbye, flying around, hanging out at the top of Marianople, the peak. But yeah, they've got like 3 dragons that they're giving away on the glyph page right now, so if you hop on there, you can go ahead and grab a dragon to just fly around. Yeah, welcome, welcome, Cheetah. Hey, why? Alright, hop off. There is going to be a fresh start, so I think it launches the same time as the other servers, right? I've not actually... I don't know if we got a confirmation on when they were going up. There were people asking about it. Found the best spot. Hop off. Hey, you want to stay up here? Okay, I mean we can stay up here. It's a I do like flying around though, I'm not gonna lie. We get up any further? Oh, they do. I want to give it a try. There is going to be one. I just don't know. I think I'm sure it goes live the same time as the normal servers. Hold on. Let me actually confirm. I'm going to check the Discord real quick. I'm sure they mentioned in here. Hold on. Fresh start. Is it under the FAQ?
My vision is augmented.
Oh, okay, 10 minutes up. I can take the aviators off. We're good. Does anyone here know for sure if it's like the same day? Okay, yeah, it is, because they say here they're going to add one character slot at launch day, so everyone is able to make a character for fresh starts. So yeah, it'll be day one. If you want to play, you can hop on. Yeah, one whole character slot. Hold on, let's hop off. There we go. Just keep flying about. We come on in for a landing. Just come on right down. I kind of want to go to Mirage Isle. See if anything's different on Mirage Isle right now. Again, I'm pretty sure just GMs threw in the green men and the Yatas dancing here. There we are. But yeah, I don't know if they threw anything on Mirage Isle. They are actually changing Mirage Isle slightly in the December updates. I believe they're throwing a little tutorial area in where the instruments are in the art gallery area. That like middle section is gonna be like a tutorial bar type place where you can go around and learn information for new players. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people on the fresh start, I imagine, for the first couple of months, and after that we'll see. I'm curious if they will do the seasonal server model, if that's a thing they're gonna do at any point. Some people were saying they were gonna do the seasonal servers for the new fresh start, but I don't think that's the case. At least if it is, I haven't had anything official on that. But I'd be curious to see if they do anything like that in the future, because I think it's might be a better model overall. I don't know. I know there's some people that really like fresh starts. I'm just waiting to see if ooh, you coming through? I'm gonna assume Monty's still loading in. Unless she's over in... Oh no, she is over in Marianople still. But yeah, this area in here, this right here, these instruments are getting replaced with a tutorial area. From what I understand, so... Again, they're gonna try and do stuff for newer players. Other legacy MMOs do the progression server model seasonal works, but you need to make little seasonal gameplay updates like Path of Exile. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want the Path of Exile model, where they make little changes and make it interesting every time you play through. And there's stuff they could do. Like, they could have increased progression. They could have an always-on synthesis event. They could have little, like, some of the events that are already built into the game, they could have, like, permanently on for seasonal servers, or they could do other stuff. They could add new stuff to the game for them as well. Oh, you stand around Marianople, okay. Wasn't it a casino at some point? Yeah, we had... What was it called? Isn't there remnants of the casino back here? Hold on. I think if I fly up here, we can see remnants of it. You stand around. Okay, I'll come back out and I'll see you in a moment. The good game. It is. It's a fun game. Is Darkroom still meta? I still play Darkroom. I feel like melees, especially in PvP now, tend to take some form of defense. I don't know. Yeah, two-hand abolisher. That is what like, you've got to have defense. But I still play Darkroom just because, again, I don't really do a lot of the big PvP, or I've not done it in a while. I shouldn't be moving. I need to like slowly wait to go up here. Alright, there we go. And then if we just fly over here. Inside here is the casino. The remnants of it, at least. I think this is where it was. God, what is it called? I couldn't remember. I can't remember the, like, it had a name, but I can't remember the first part of it. It's bothering me now when I'm trying to think about it. But yeah, this is like hidden away. The rabbit's foot. Thank you, Nido. Top right of your screen. It is it. So the thing is, when I'm streaming, I just the amount of stuff that I can pay attention to is a lot lower. I can't believe I missed this in the top right completely. Yeah, so it was called the Rabbit's Foot Casino. I remember collecting tokens from the chests, but we didn't get it or something. Yeah, there's I don't actually know. Didn't they removed like the red light district as well from the game? I'm sure there was a red light district, right? I'm not like misremembering. Yeah, okay, there was. It was a good storyline. Yeah, it was it Yinstia? I think it was there. I think that's where it was. My memory is like really awful sometimes. You had to find the best from spiking drinks. Ah. Just like real life. Alright, let's head out of Mirage Isle anyway. We'll go back to Marianople. Continue flying around. But yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff over time that from ArcheAge that's been like removed from the game. It's weird because there's stuff that's been added, but they've taken so much out as well. Like, you know, we don't get Miss Merrow anymore. We don't get the old Halcyona. We had to follow the Hound. I forgot what it was called. They were one of the Hounds though. One of those boss guys. You had to follow them into the base. It wasn't too bad. Just a bunch of dancers. Yeah, no, I don't remember it being bad. I don't know why they removed it. Yeah, I remember it was pretty tame from what I recall. Oh, there's Monty. Hold on, let me get back on the old dragon. Did Hedgeo like come online and then just go offline? Okay, hold on, let me get the old dragon back out. Yeah, I think Hedgeo came online and just went offline after whispering me. Let's see if we go to the meetup. Oh, you know what? I wonder if Naughty's place is still there. Naughty had the Yatta Club, which sadly that's going to be gone now, isn't it? She put a lot of work into that as well. I wonder if she's going to keep playing. I'm curious to see who's going to still be around. You know what? I can actually... We can port over there, because I think I do have a portal to it right there. Yeah, there we go. Club Yatta. Let's see if it's still there. It was always a really cool hangout spot. I've just realized I had tea this whole time, but it is now like ice cold. It's actually snowed today, which We don't really get snow over here. Well, we do, but it never sticks, and then it's usually washed away immediately, which I think it was washed away pretty soon after, but yeah, it was one of those things where it's getting cold. It's winter time. Oh. Okay, it's still here. It's gonna take some time to load in. Oh wait, hold on. Hedgeo is here. How did Hedgeo beat us here? How did he know? He's just not in the guild, that's why. I looked in the guild and I was like, oh, I guess he's not here. But no, he is. Good old Club Yatta. Actually got some Christmas decorations up as well. Still waiting for everything to load in. Hold on. You know what? I've never listened to the music in the zone. Is this the Animar music? Zone music? I've had music turned off in Arcade for a long time. And because I recently reinstalled it, it's like back on. It's like a whole new game. Yeah, Hedgeo is here. Hold on, let's get down. There we go. When did you get the prisoner costume, by the way, Monty? I didn't realize you had that. Or maybe I just forgot because my memory's really bad. I could have just forgot. That could be. Wouldn't surprise me. That was when you made the tune. Okay, maybe I did just forget. McNugget, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I probably just completely forgot that. Again, my memory is, like I said, it's really bad. I feel like it's getting worse with time. What you guys are seeing on stream is just a man slowly fall to dementia. Is what this stream is. And I need to get some brain training games or something, don't I? Mine too, it's okay. It is what it is. But yeah, let's see if yeah, she has like decorated the outside. Got some Christmas decorations up. It'd be cool to see her make something on the new server. Let's see, there's so much space here now as well. Yeah, hyped to come back to Arcade, to be honest. When did you stop playing, McNugget, out of curiosity? Honestly, if a lot of people are here playing, it'll be nice. It'll be nice to have a bunch of people around, but I know some people that I used to hang out with in-game aren't going to be playing anymore because of the subscription, which is unfortunate. Because I like just hanging out. That was one of the really cool things, but I don't know, we'll see. I really want to just see what the player base is going to be like in Arcade Chain before the Arch Pass came back. Or it came back. It's like... Otherwise I've been playing on and off since release. Okay. I was gonna say, the Arch Pass, the Arch Pass was gone for like, was it the first few weeks? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, off and on since release, which is fair enough. I've played pretty casually since release myself. Oh, she's got a bunch of decorations up here as well. She's got the place decked out. Loving the Club Yatta. Yeah, it is cool. I want to make somewhere. So I want to get a mansion, and I want to, you know, actually get decorating and make something cool in the next server. We'll see. I'm happy it's going submodel. Yeah, I'm worried about it, but I've always said that I think the most sustainable model for an MMO is a subscription model. And I think if Unchained would have started off like that, it would have been great if they had that and never had any of the pay-to-win elements in. I think that would have been really great. I think I'm a little worried it's come too late. Because when you change a business model in this way, it does put off some players. It's always going to have some players drop the game, which they know, and the best thing they can do is bring in new players and gain the trust of the players that weren't sure if they were going to stick around over the next 6 months. All those UCC images are going to reset. Yeah, it is a real shame. There's so many as well. Can't see Cacao Games going for a crash grab since half the players were getting 3+ months. Oh no, there's no way they are going for a quick cash grab with this. Like, the plan is 100% they want to try and make this successful. Like, they want to gain trust, and they want to, you know, build a good reputation, of course, for when Arcade 2 comes out as well. So, I do think, like, they've invested a lot into Arcade, and I think they're going to focus on Unchained over Legacy. So I think we'll hopefully see a lot of content come in, and I feel like they are going to stick to their promise. You know, I don't want to say with certainty that they will, because you can never be sure, but I'm pretty confident they're probably going to stick to their promises, at least over the next 6 months, because they want to build that trust between players. So we'll see. I just really want to... I think what's going to be really telling is the numbers after the first couple of months. And after those first couple of months, and then 6 months down the line after that. Because the first couple of months, we're probably going to see a surge in players. There's going to be people playing, and then all the new players, we'll see how many new players stuck around after the first couple of months. And then we'll see how many players dip off. I think they'll treat Arcade as a test run for Arcade 2. Maybe. I think they definitely want to build the trust, so they're going to do their best to give Arcade players what they want. I just can't see people staying long, though. Yeah, no, my worry is the thing with Arcade is it's never really had a sufficient amount of content to appeal to every type of player. Like, it's got some elements that will appeal to everyone, but it doesn't have enough. Like PvE content, there isn't really enough to appeal to PvE players overall. PvP players, like open world PvP players, the appeal's there, but anyone who likes equalized or like arena-based PvP, it's not really there in Arcade. You do have arena PvP, but it's not great. We want Apex. Bring back the Apex. No. More daily. Yeah, more daily quests. Bring back the Apex. Go PvP. We're just chilling. I don't think there's anyone to PvP with. I think we might be the only free people online. RNG boxes also. Yeah, RNG. Just put as much RNG in the game as possible. I'd like it so every step I take rolls a dice, and you know, there's a chance my gear just breaks upon moving. That'd be great if we can get that in there. Why are we still playing? We're just chilling. We're just talking. We're not actually playing the game. Again, we're doing one last goodbye to the Gamigo servers. one last goodbye to Hieronimus. And then, when December 2nd comes around, I'm gonna check it out. We'll see what it's like. $150 Dragon Amount packs. Goodbye, Trino. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes over the next 6 months. You know, I think there's some people, especially when I was like a bit critical of there's some people that thought I would like want the game to die or something, and I definitely don't. You know, I want to see it succeed. I'm just a little worried. Did you ever PvP in this game? Show hostile faction kill, please. I don't have that many. Only 602. I don't do a lot of PvP. Trine was better than Gamigo, at least. It's pretty much the same team. I mean, there were some people that crossed over, right? Because there is not PvP? Also, yes, go. Only like 14k. I don't have a lot. I think I've got some other gear I can put on, but it's in my chest at home. I still need to like take up my library gear. That's what I really want to put stuff into. 70 people playing Arcade. Yeah, no one's playing right now because as it stands at the moment, from the 18th of November onwards, nothing's being saved until the 2nd of December, so no one's really playing. They have too many systems in place to make people quit. When Arcade came out, it was all about freedom. Now with dailies, weeklies, it feels limiting. Though with the freedom in the OG version came all the pay to win. Yeah, I think it's hard because the RNG in Legacy, it kept the gear score kind of on the lower side when it was like that back in the day. Hassle tokens was a much better system. That's very like early on in Arcade, but yeah, I mean, gear score was a lot lower then, so a lot of people, it wasn't as much of a grind, or there wasn't as many months that you had to put in to get to the point where you could even be close to competitive with other players. And right now there's just several months of like dailies and weeklies and stuff that you have to do, and I think it does really turn off players, and you don't have several ways to go. You don't have several options. So I'd like to see them have, you know, a route to maybe just level up dungeon gear, the Haram gear route, and then more options for craftable gear, or a way to make crafting feel like a more accessible route for gearing up while you progress, so you can kind of choose which way you want to go. My wallet back then, yeah. Really missing the obsidian gear these days. I don't miss the RNG though. Don't miss the RNG. How can I get an Aeronaut set? Have a lot of gold. A lot of gold. But no, I'm not gonna pay 10 euros a month, because I'll be paying in pounds. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see what happens at the end of the 6 months, and then I'll decide whether I'm gonna continue or not. We'll see. Yeah, Obsidian Short Spear with the healing on there. It was like everyone ran it back in the day. I think they should lock content to OBS score for other months. Yeah, in a way, it is all time gated already. The problem is, for like newer players, catching up to that is just difficult. Start with dungeons, hassler, then eventually go Haram gear. It would be interesting to see them go that route, but I'm not sure. Why not? I mean, it's true. It's Arcade at the end of the day. Why not? Weirdly, I don't think there's that many people, I don't know, that I've experienced for all playing Arcade, at least in Unchained, that have been like toxic towards me at least. I feel like most people have been chill. That was one of the things that I was worried about when I was first like streaming or making videos for Arcade. I was like, because Arcade has, you know, the rep of having a toxic community, but you know, surprisingly everyone's been super cool and super chill. Do you spar in arena? I don't know if I'm gonna do spar in arena right now. Again, I just want to chill and talk. Hey, enviously, I don't know why I couldn't say that. Welcome. I think you're a chill guy. You here from the YouTube. I appreciate you coming on by. Yeah, we're just sort of chilling, talking about the future right now. Hanging out with probably the only few people on the server at the moment. And thank you for the follow, enviously. I do appreciate it. Aranza back at the start was hella toxic, but it was so much fun, especially being one of the biggest guilds at the time. It is really fun at the start when there's so many people. But yeah, I think that's one problem with open world PvP MMOs in general. There is that nature in the game where players kind of cannibalize each other just through like the PvP being toxic in nature, in a sense. You pumped for December 2nd. Yeah, it'll be fun, it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what the updates will be like and giving it all a try. Again, I don't know if I'll play, I might play the fresh start a little bit, we'll see. Did I ever do arena? I've done arena, I have. I prefer doing free-for-all, honestly. Even though I think one of the big problems with free-for-all is people team up and it kind of ruins it. I think they do need to, like, especially with the Cacao Games team, I think they need to like do something about arenas and moderate them in some way. Why do you think it's gonna pop? Why do I think it'll pop on the 2nd? Because people always come back for fresh starts. It almost always happens. Cacao Games are obviously gonna pay streamers to play on the 2nd. They're just gonna put a bunch of money into the marketing for that. So you are gonna see a lot of people at the very start hop on. Well, PvP has such a niche community in the first place. It's true, it is a very niche community. I think it's very off-putting to a lot of players. Like, PvP players are in the... I feel like they're the minority in the MMO community. It may seem like there's a lot of players that really enjoy, like, open world PvP, but all the people that say they enjoy it, they don't really enjoy it. They don't stick around and play it, because you can see that in the numbers for a lot of open world PvP MMOs. Unless the option to, like, avoid the PvP is there, or to turn it off, it does upset a lot of people. Just spam triple slash. It's also a new publisher. Yeah. So a new publisher will also bring more attention to it. Alright, you know, we both being a bit too toxic, okay? So we'll give you some time to chill out, okay? You can have like, we'll give you like 24 hours, okay? If you want to come back tomorrow, maybe you've cooled down. It's all good. Go watch some anime or something, you know? Have a good time.
I never asked for this.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Hey bro, what's up? Welcome. 10 minutes on the aviators. Let me throw those on. But yeah, I mean, I think Weebo was just trying to be toxic. Just for the memes. Some people do that. I think what I've noticed is when people come into troll, it's just usually in groups of 2. Like, they usually sit in a Skype call or a Discord. I say Skype. What year is this? In a Discord call and just like troll together. I don't know what that is, but I've noticed it. It's a trend. But yeah, hey bro, welcome. How you doing? It's been a little while. Hope you've been well. TeamSpeak. Yeah, they sit on TeamSpeak. They're on Ventrilo, hanging out, and they just, you know, they go through streams. You were gonna type in league chat. Ah, okay. No worries. I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it. But yeah, we're just hanging out. What time is it now? It's actually almost 1 AM. It's Italian? Is that Italian? I would never have recognized it as Italian, but again, not a language I learnt. I took Spanish and took a little bit of Mandarin for very briefly. Oh, it means you prefer top. Okay. I also prefer top. Top's a good lane. You know what I like to do on top? I like to play Nasus and farm. And upset everyone because I don't come down for 20 minutes. The first time you've been on Twitch in months. Well, it's good to see you back on. Yeah, I'm still doing well. I'm still doing good. Honestly, I've not streamed much this last couple of weeks or last month or so. I was kind of ill for a while, which is why I'm doing a very laid back stream. Like, I think I've just been doing like, I jumped on for like 2 hours yesterday just to like try to get back to grips with things because it's been a while since I've streamed. I've mostly just been doing YouTube while I've not been sick. Yeah, we're hanging out in Naughty's club, which she's not online right now, but the servers is essentially dead from the 18th until the 2nd, so we're saying goodbye as like they transition publisher and move the servers over to someone else. So yeah, just one last stream on this server because I only stream on weekends now. I do Friday to Sunday for the moment. But yeah, just hanging out. What's the best weapon in the game? I mean, that's pretty subjective. I mean, you can... As long as it's Eternal, okay? Get an Aeronor Eternal and you're good. Although I don't know how good some of the like tier 2 world boss. Is it the tier 2? The like lake? The new world boss gear? I don't know how good those weapons are. I'm not actually sure. The Eternal Tunic Club. True. I'm EU. I don't really have any NA tunes. I do have a lot of people that I know over on NA. Which is a shame. I don't think a lot of them play anymore though. Although Monty plays. Monty's hopped on over to hang out on EU. Black Dragon weapons. I feel like it's all about the Eternal smack roll at the end of the day. You going EU fresh start? Maybe. I might play it briefly. I just I don't think I'll stick to a fresh start. I'm personally not someone that likes starting from zero. Show me the two-handed weapon rankings, please. I don't know if do these still work? Yeah, so it is all the world boss gear, and then the Samarinos. That is currently considered the highest gear score weapon in the game. Which is big, it's plus 30. Ferocious Black Dragon Roar. And then yeah, we have the Soul Lake gear, which I've not really seen in action, but yeah, this stuff is also pretty good. And then below that you have all the Aeronor gear as well. So 7 is the highest Aeronor gear. Oh, sorry about that. I've got like something in my throat. Ooh, I feel like I might need a drink. But yeah, we got the plus 30 brilliant Aeronor there. That's about as high as you can take that. So if you want to go further, yes, yeah, the Black Dragon gear, or the Souls Lake, which you get from Nyla, right? How do you make gold in the game? There's a lot of ways. I mean, early on, you want to make sure you're doing, well, you're howling Abyss daily every day. Do your greater dungeons and sell a bunch of stuff off from that. Do all your instances. Like, that's honestly the easy labor-free way of making gold. Can you buy gold? No, you can't buy gold. It's not a thing you can do. Not on Unchained, at least. You're not supposed to be able to, at least, okay? That's what I'll say. That's all I'll say. And hopefully, gold sellers or anything along those lines will all be cut down on in Cacao Games' version of the game. We'll see. I'm hoping they'll be able to deal with bots and everything like that easily enough. How long have these aviators been on? I feel like they've been on for more than 10 minutes. No, okay, they've not. I feel like they've been on forever. I pray they do. Yeah, hopefully. We will have to see. Don't buy gold, work up skill in machining and make wrapped versions of things to sell. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of options for ways you can go about it. Allowing all accounts is one thing. Did I ever buy gold? No. Listen, I bought the basic version of every expansion, and I've spent like maybe £40 on Unchained overall. I bought this costume after launch because I didn't like that everyone was pigeonholed into Haram, and at the same time I wanted to support the game because at the time they never had any pay-to-win elements and I really liked the direction the game was going. But since then I just bought the 2 expansions and got the basic versions of them. How many Robux for a gold-trimmed Frostmaw? Oh, I'm gonna need a party hat for that one, bro, okay? I'm gonna need a red party hat and at least 2 mil. He's the second one. I figured that. I kind of figured, but I'm letting it play out for the moment. I just walked in the living room to my parents watching Endgame, and now I'm sad because I just saw my favorite character die. Don't spoil it for anyone, okay? You know, film's not been out that long. Red party hat is like, is the red part? I actually don't know how much it is. I've not really properly played old school RuneScape for a long time. I'd love to get back into it. The nostalgia of it. Can I show my stats? No, those numbers are exclusive. Okay. They're private numbers. Secret memes can't be shown. It's okay, Belly. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. You can get through this, Bailey.
My vision is augmented.
Only subs can see the stats. Yeah, it's true. Only tier 3 subs. Not tier 1 subs, but tier 3 subs specifically. They get the private show, okay? I'll show you mine. Yeah, we can see Monty's stats. But, oh. It's nice being on the servers one last time, just hanging out with everyone, I will say. Tier 3 to pay. Welcome, welcome, Para. Yeah, it's all about the tier 3s. Why are you hiding your stats? You have something secret? Yeah, I'm actually a GM. And I've just maxed out everything. So I can't really show it. Otherwise I'll get in trouble. With the company. So I've got to I'm secretly a Dex main. I apologize. You guys thought I was going strength, a full strength build. But I was Dex all along. Pay to win costumes with broken stacks. 30k stamp costume. It's yeah, it's, you don't see it up here on the health, but you know, it like I'd take no damage. You know, I do miss playing Souls games. I kind of want to get Sekiro and Elden Ring. I still haven't played Sekiro, but I do want to play Elden Ring as well. So I might need to get that at some point. Yeah, guys, I just don't want you guys to feel bad about your own stats, guys. Okay, that's why my stats are just way too big. Okay, we're cutting this here. You played Bloodborne recently? I've been playing it still. Super surprised at how active the online still is. I mean, I've not played it recently. It is still probably my favorite Souls game. I don't know, everything about that game is just... Ooh. Like, it doesn't have as much variety when it comes to like gear and weapons as like a normal Dark Souls game, but I just love the aesthetic and the way that game feels. It's just... Mwah. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to break your hopes. Sekiro is well worth a buy as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think I looked and I don't think it's on a deep discount right now in the Steam sale, but I may pick it up because I just have to hope this like toaster of a PC can run it, and then maybe I'll stream it because that'll be an adventure. I've not played a Souls game in years, and I feel like I was pretty okay at them back in the day, but I don't know. I don't know if it's like, it might be like riding a bike. We'll see. Yeah, I just want to show how GM crafted this gear. True. Oh, dude, if you can play an MMO, you can play a Sekiro. I've heard Sekiro's really difficult for some people. There's some fights in that game that are brutal, but I also like when the fights are brutal, okay? I like the pain. If a game doesn't make me suffer, then I don't want to play it. The only reason I play Arcade and League of Legends, okay? It just ruins my day. And whenever my day's been ruined, that's when I know I'm enjoying a game. Getting beans and sausage. Okay, Bailey, no worries. Do you have a gaming mouse? No, but I do have a really, really sick gaming chair, okay? I'd show it off, but I'm sitting on it, so... You know, it is what it is. Battlefield 2042 made you suffer. I saw that. I saw some of the bugs in that game and it looks incredibly rushed. I think... I mean, it is EA and, you know... I can see Battlefield being rushed and just kicked out the door with all the bugs, but I think the pandemic has made a lot of games worse or get rushed out even more. There's custom black gunners. It's true. Game chat equal hacks. Yeah, I'm like... You know what? Speaking of the sunglasses, these have definitely been on for more than 10... Yeah, it's supposed to make a noise when the 10 minutes are up. There we go. I don't know why it didn't make a noise. Maybe I just didn't hear it. But yeah, if you got a good game chair, you're basically a hacker. Basically cheating. Should be banned. But yeah, I am looking forward to the fresh start. Oh well, the new servers as well. I want to get a mansion down. That's what I really want to get. I just went to redeem it. You thought of everything. I have. You know, I've set it so only so many things can be redeemed.
I never asked for this.
Oh, never mind. But someone else could do it though. Well, 10 more minutes on the aviators. And I've got a lot of redemptions that like need to be. I feel like I need to change the ad time one as well, because people can just cut me off and just play the ad time thing mid-sentence. So I don't know, I gotta adjust some stuff. Aviator gank. I do have the red ones as well. Keep your eyes safe from the arcade graphics. I could wear the red ones, but they are covered in dust, I'm not gonna lie. I've not worn those in a while. I think I should have like, maybe I should have like an evil Zan thing, you know? Where I have the normal sunglasses on and then the red ones go on and, you know, then I start killing people. Maybe that might make that a thing. You know what? I'm gonna write that down, guys. Okay, let me get my notepad out. All right. Just gotta handy dandy evil zone. Yeah, we gotta have an evil zone. Okay. That's gonna be the next arc on the stream. You know, we'll have 6 months of evil zone. Where I just kill people. Oh. Eh. Wait, who's E-Butchie? Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that, bro. We're all hanging out. Unless... One last time on the Gamigo servers. I make a video with the red glasses. When you see the red glasses, you know you're in trouble. That's it. Oh, this guy is, I just block them. There we go. Problem solved. I think that's probably one of the people that was in chat. And now they're gonna try and do it on the pet as well. They're just gonna run circles around trying to do it. I think this is the first time I've had anyone actually be toxic in Arcade on stream, which is weird. You know, we could just go flying. We can just keep spinning around in circles. Alright, you know what? Hair Geo isn't here anyway. Let's just fly away. Problem solved. I kind of wanted to go flying anyway. For those of you that haven't seen, we have the Black Dragon. You get on, Monty? There we go. Going up. Bye-bye. Nice try, guy. See you later. How you got this? Because I clearly didn't hear me when I said I'm a GM. I got whatever I want, okay, I just fly away. Shh, Tix. No, don't give it away. Don't give up the game. Very strange looking dynamic here. There's like soup dragons and demigod looking dudes. Then there's just this hot secretary looking chick in the corner. Wait, do you mean Monty? I mean, she's in like a prison outfit, you know? What it's supposed to be. Hold on, I can't like steady it to look at it. You can kind of see. it is fancy prison. It's Korean prison, you know? They all look like that in Korean prison. Oh god, Terra, I forgot about that game. Yeah, I never really got too deep into Terra. Which is why some stuff in Elion is like new to me. Well, not new, but like I'm not as familiar with. There's no limit to it. I can just fly wherever I want, do what I want. This entire zone was filled with housing last fresh start. Yeah, this is the zone everyone comes to. Just because it's very easy to get housed down here. And so people probably pick out spots here. This was also one of the best places to run a pack across land. Long time ago. Well, when the zone first came out. Terra is a great game, but fun at endgame, in my opinion. Yeah, I never really got that deep into it, so I don't know. Maybe one day I go try Terra out again. I feel like it's too late though. I feel like I've missed my time with Terra. Okay, it's been good to catch you again. I gotta take my trash to the dump. Have a good one. All right, no worries, bro. It was good seeing you again. I hope you're doing well as well. Hope everything's good, and hopefully I'll catch you again soon. You gotta go to bed. Thanks for the info, but I really want to see stats. Unlucky next time, hopefully. Yeah, when we're on the other servers and, you know, I don't have it all GM boosted, I'll show them off, don't you worry. Appreciate you stopping on by. You have a good night. Alright. Away we go. Well, that's 100% accurate, okay? Bro, I'm an arcade YouTuber, okay? It's my thing. Like, people come to me for definitely accurate information. I would never lie, okay? Am I wearing the red sunglasses? Then I'm not lying, okay? Unfortunately, I do not. I did have a gunslinger code that I used on my friend's account just before the 18th. I was gonna actually give that away as well, but I just never got around to making the video where I was gonna give it away. So in the end, I ended up just putting it on that account because it was gonna be too late. Can I get any higher than this? I feel like it's going up real slow. Don't need a dagger to add to the collection. Unfortunately not. Don't have any ticks. You know, I'll look into it, you know. I'll talk with Cacao Games. Oh. I forgot about my flight time. I was about to run out. Okay, that's all good. It's fine. I really wish I would have made another cup of tea, because I'm just, like, losing my voice. Team asked for an S200 car code, too. Yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure to get that message in. Actually, I don't actually have anyone at Cacao Games that I've got a point of contact with. I didn't rally with Gamigo either. Now the other person's gone and we can drop the memes temporarily. But like most of my contact with Gamigo, I spoke very briefly with someone from Gamigo over voice chat, but it was unofficial. And then like other people I've like spoke to, but it's always been like just them dropping marketing or just little PR stuff. It was never like never actually had a conversation with any of them, which is a shame, because I think there was a lot of like red tape, or they went, oh, I can take the aviators off. But yeah, I think there was a lot of they weren't allowed to interact with the community without permission or something. That's how it felt, which is a shame, because I do think there were some cool people there. They just didn't care, in my opinion. I will say, from the person that I spoke to unofficially, they actually played the game and they rarely cared about it. But from the sounds of things, they couldn't actually make any difference. Like, they tried to change stuff and ended up moving to a different team and stuff, and it never really yeah, they just it felt like there was a skeleton crew of people working on the game, and if they wanted to do anything, they had to like run it by people higher up or something. That's how it felt. And I think to the people at the very top, it was just another game where they could make their money and go. Like, I think once Arcade... Oh! Wait, Monty... Wait, Monty disappeared. Uh-oh. Well, once Monty comes back, she will fall to her death. Unless she's done for tonight. Which is all good. But yeah, it, I think it's a shame. What games does Gimme even have now? Pretty sure they're all dead MMOs. They actually have a new game they're announcing. The second they got rid of Arcade, they started to announce another MMO. Which I might look at. But I mean, it feels like it's gonna be just another game where they'll put it out there. That tree is in a very odd position. It feels like they'll put it out there and they'll make their money on it, and then they'll probably just sell it off. I think Arcade got to a point where it probably wasn't, you know, in the red, but it probably wasn't meeting expectations, which is a term you see thrown around a lot. And because it wasn't meeting expectations, they probably just moving on to something else. And that's why you probably saw a lot of, you know, a lot of the support kind of dropped off further down the lifespan of the game. Which is a shame. But again, I do think there were some people at Gamigo that were passionate about the game. You never really saw any of that action come through. And I think, hopefully, we'll see some of that at Kakao Games. Hopefully. But yeah, what else does Gamigo have right now? They've got Rift. They've got Rift still in, like, Trove. I don't know how popular Rift is. That was one MMO that I remember a lot of people playing. Because that was around the time Guild Wars 2 was coming out, and, like, MMOs were big. But, yeah, I don't know if Rift's been super popular since then. Yeah, a lot of new content is in-game, and most players don't even reach the, like... Hold on, let me fly again. The Golden Sanctuary, Ifnish Sanctuary is, it's too high gear score for a lot of players to even get all the way through. I think obviously there's the top players who are always going to keep playing and have been, like, fully engaged in the game the whole time. But a vast majority of people that have played the game have never reached a gear score where they can do that dungeon. Rift is still going fairly strong, is it? I mean, that's good to her. Rift still makes Gimme go 2 mil a year. Do we have, like, the numbers on that? Because I know they put out a what's it called? I think there was, like, a quarterly report that we saw a while back, but I don't know if we've got a new one. Yeah, I'm surprised Rift is doing that well, because Rift's been around for a really long time as well. And I've never really heard much about it since that, like, golden age when MMOs were big and everyone was playing the beta for Rift and stuff. Everyone was playing the beta for Rift and Guild Wars 2, and Cataclysm had just come out or was coming out. That was a crazy time in MMOs, and hopefully we're coming back to that as well. I think we are coming upon another golden age of MMOs. Because right now you do have so many options when it comes to MMOs. Like you got New World, you got Elion. You've got Final Fantasy, you got Guild Wars 2, WoW is still there, even though I don't think WoW's in a great position. It's not really in a good place at the moment. But, I don't know, we'll see. Still got RuneScape as well. I don't know how normal RuneScape is, but old school RuneScape, like, from what I've seen, the way they've treated old school RuneScape is really cool. Like, the fact that people can vote on updates and stuff. I think if the Cacao Games launch goes well, it's staggered progression, the server is okay, I think it'll be fun. Yeah, I think it could be a good time. I'm sure the first couple of months are definitely going to be fun. I just, I want to see what else they put out after that. That's what I'm really waiting on. And I think if they focus on making it fun and they do something about progression for new players, or if they change the way progression works in some form, I think we could have a really good time with Arcage. I think the idea of staggered progression is interesting. I would like to see them add new forms of progression, or again lean into crafting and dungeon gear and have like other tiers of that you can build up alongside Haram. Because right now, if you want to get gear, you go Haram or you go library gear. And I think you need tiers under the library gear to build up to it. And for Erenor, I think they should make it so there's like other worthwhile crafting tiers to work through. But it'll be interesting. EU servers are a bit lacking. 20k active players. 20k active players is massive for Rift though. That's not to scoff at. Meanwhile, NA servers during peak are still and they're 200k. For a total of 4 servers per region now. A lot of players quit when their characters got screwed up during the transfer from Trino to Gamigo though, for Rift. That is still a massive player base though. I mean, I think what is New World at right now? Hold on, let me look this up. I'm really curious what New World is at currently. Because they shed a lot of players early on, which, I mean, is to be expected. But I think they're still carrying, like, a bunch as well. New World player numbers. Last 30 days, average has been 167k players. Okay. Oh, I am falling. So yeah, I mean, that's incredible for Rift to have that many. I've seen a Reddit post saying Rift made 1/3 of the ends compared to Trove and Arcage. Yeah, I just didn't realize it was that big. I'd never really thought about the game. $20k active players for a game that competed with WoW for a full expansion. It's crazy that it's got that many. New World has massive tech issues from what I can tell. New World dupe every day, it seems. Yeah, I think they do seem to be working on it and listening to feedback, which is good, but it feels like that game, it needed a lot more time in the oven. I feel like there was a lot more they could have done with the game. And I think my biggest issue with New World is repetition. I had a whole video that I was going to make on it where I scripted something out because I don't usually do scripted style videos, but I wanted to try it. I might still put this video out, but it was the whole idea that a lot of people have said New World is kind of soulless, and I think it comes down to it's very repetitive in everything, from the mobs in the game to the locations to the quests. Now they have varied it and they've added a bit, but it was a lot of the same. And I think that's why a lot of people felt burnt out, like halfway through leveling through New World, which I understand. I did enjoy the game though. I mean, I think I put in almost 200 hours, something like that. But then Elion came out and I played a bit of Elion instead. And I've been playing that very casually and just dipping between stuff. I hated the distances needed to travel for quests. Yeah, that was a big thing as well. I'm still curious how long it takes to travel from one side of the map to the other. That might be something I try and do. Or I might just, you know, decide to ruin one of my evenings by going all the way across. And travel distance for quests is just laziness show, to be honest. The problem is, it was a lot of walking. And it felt like unnecessary. Because it felt like they could have had mounts in there. They could have had caravans. They could have had something in between settlements. Because there was a lot of distance and it was very easy to do. And it's just doing like small little silly quests, like deliver 5 twigs. That's the problem. It's not like you're going on a grand adventure somewhere. It's like, which I mean is the case for a lot of MMO quests, to be fair. Let's not pretend MMO quests are ever that good. Although Final Fantasy XIV, I hear, is pretty good in the way it does questing, or the story quests at least. But most MMO quests in general are not great. And so I would like to see MMOs do questing well, but it's hard to have that RPG feel in an MMO. That like Witcher 3 style of quest, where you can have these great storylines. I mean, you can do it. It's just, it's hard to have the same effect. Guild Wars 2 had the best leveling experience, in my opinion. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is it's a tough one because I played a lot of Guild Wars 2. I'd say a lot. I played it off and on a lot, and maybe I didn't get the full experience because of that, because I kept jumping on and off the game. Guild Wars 2 does seem to have a pretty well told narrative though. Something about it just didn't hook me. I don't know what it was. I think the Heart of Thorns expansion, I enjoyed that storyline, but the original just, I didn't feel hooked by it, and I think it was because I played on and off, so I didn't really care or know any of the characters. And I think you have seasons and living world stuff as well in between the expansions, so you feel a little lost in some of that if you haven't been playing from the start. But I do think they do a really good job with the narrative and the way they present stuff. And I think it's probably, Guild Wars 2 is probably the best free-to-play MMO out there right now. I think it even with PvP, it's probably one of the best PvP MMOs. Okay, I'm not gonna, because you can just jump in. I'm not gonna like 100% say that, but you can just jump in and level 2, it'll balance it right away, and you can like choose, your gear or your gems or whatever they are, and jump right in from like level 2 with all your abilities. I think there's like the specializations, like the elite specs that you don't have access to if you don't have the expansions. But outside of that, it just throws you in and you can do whatever you want. If you just want to play PvP, you can just do that. If you want to just explore the world, you can do. And I think that's really cool. World was so fun to explore. Yeah. And that's what I really like about it. And the events in Guild Wars 2 are really good as well. FFF pulls it off because it puts the RPG first. Yeah, and I honestly think more MMOs should do that. Because if people don't like the RPG or the story elements, they can just skip it at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure you can just do that in FF. I still need to play more FF. I only got to like level 20. And then I don't know what happened. I think New World came out or Sun came out, and then I just stopped playing. Guild Wars 2 leveling experience is amazing. Just want some proper quests. It is the perfect start for MMO. If you're just looking for a nice, chill, relaxed MMO to play, where there's no pressure, it's a great one to jump on. Yeah, I need to try Final Fantasy more at some point. Again, I'm gonna be occupied with Arcage and Elion over the next like couple of months, and maybe I'll go back and check out New World again at some points. But yeah, we'll have to say. New World, I'm not super invested in. Like, it's something that I enjoyed. I feel like I got my time out of it, and I don't feel as I need to go back to it. Like, Arcade for me kind of feels like my comfort MMO, my home, you know, in a way. And I feel very confident in playing Arcade. And then no other MMO feels quite like that. But I feel like Final Fantasy I could enjoy in that way. Stopped after 13 level. It's like a computer made an MMO. I mean, I heard the base game isn't great, and then once you get to the first expansion, it really kicks in. So I don't know if that's what you mean, maybe. But you do see a lot of passion from the devs, like you see stuff on Yoshi P and like the team, and they seem very passionate. I think Japanese developers in general, maybe not in general, but a lot of Japanese developers seem very passionate, and they always seem to they always do really cool stuff. So I'm gonna give it a go. I'll give it a proper go at some points, but again, Arcade for now has my attention, and Elion as well on the side, but I may also do some other MMO stuff. I'd love to maybe do like something once a week where we just play through Final Fantasy and take it slow. I looked into when it got better and decided it wasn't worth the time investment to get to the good parts. I mean, that's fair enough, you know. If you don't want to put the time in to get to the good parts, that's fine. I think that's an inherent issue with games like Final Fantasy and Guild Wars. I think the base experience, if it's not great from the start, then you need to rethink that part of the game. It's not like you're not missing out if you don't invest the time, but I do think they should look into revamping the start of the game in some form, which they've already like revamped Final Fantasy once though, is the issue. But I don't know if they'd want to revamp again. I suppose they could do something with the start of the game. It'd just be a lot of work. It's like WoW. WoW has been trying to do this for years, where they like cut out a lot of the base game content. And then with Cataclysm, they did a good job of like getting rid of a lot of the vanilla quests and adding new content and making it more interesting. But since then they've been still trying to like cut out all those parts and all the starting zones. Just read a post that says Arcade 2 is coming in 2022. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I think I had rumors about that as well a while back, but I think 2022, 2023. 2023 is maybe more likely. If we see something on the game next year or this... Yeah, well, next year at this point. I was about to say this year. But if we see something more on the game next year, then... I can't see them showing footage and then releasing the game. Especially with them investing the time into the 6 months. Because I could see them invest in the next 6 months to be like, hey, trust us. And then ArcheH2 drops and is like, hey, we're going to make this great. But I don't see it coming around until 2023. I think that's when we're going to see the game more than likely. I think it would be too sudden in 2022. But who knows? I could be wrong. Yeah, it's too early. It does feel too early. I think we'll probably see Ashes of Creation drop before ArcheH2. Because we only had the news about ArcheH2 going into development. Was it early this year? Or was it last year? My sense of time is like completely gone at this point. We'll have to see. The game, yeah, Ashes of Creation has a lot of potential. I mean, the guy who's behind it all, I think his name's Steven. I've forgotten what his full name is, but he actually played ArcheH. I think he played Lineage. He's taken like a lot of the best elements from these types of MMOs and putting it all into Ashes of Creation. And I really hope they can create that and keep to their promises on that game, because it has, again, a lot of potential, much like ArcheH2 has a lot of potential. But we'll have to see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to play Ashes when that comes out. But yeah, honestly, my throat's actually like really dying right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. But I think I might wrap on up for the night. Again, sorry, it's been a shorter stream, but I'm just sort of getting used to streaming again, because it's been a couple of weeks. I've just been out of commission, so I feel out of it. Yeah, let's get to a good spot to look over Marianople. There we go, we'll just get up here. This is it, this is the last stream. The last stream I'm gonna do on Hieronimus, on the Gamigo servers. There we go. Okay, it doesn't help that I clip through here. Let me get back on my dragon. If it doesn't fall off the roof, there we go. Yeah, I think we'll wrap there for the night. It's been good. It's been nice hanging out, talking. But yeah, this is it. This is our goodbye, farewell. It's been a journey. Remember before this we had... Actually, what was the name of the server before this? Halnak. We had Halnak before this. We said goodbye to that on Mirage Isle, and here we are now. In an empty world, saying goodbye to Hieronimus, goodbye to Gamigo. And hoping for a better future. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. And I will be back on Friday, or Thursday actually, is when the game launches. So come Thursday, I'll probably do a stream just to like be live on launch day. And maybe I'll and then maybe I'll just do Friday through to Sunday. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. It was a lot of fun riding on the Dragon T. But yeah, thank you, everyone. And I will see you all on Thursday. Bonsoir.